Greetings and welcome to our English grammar lesson. Today's topic is about nouns, so let's begin. Everything around us and anything you can think of can be categorized according to different criteria. Nouns can be categorized according to different criteria, and one of those criteria is whether the noun is countable or uncountable. Countable nouns are things that we can count, so we can say one banana, two bananas, etc. As such, on the basis of this very simple argument, you can avoid getting confused as to whether a noun is countable or uncountable. Examples are always appreciated to clarify things. So, here are some examples of countable nouns. I eat a banana every day. I like bananas. There is a beach near here. Anne was singing a song. Have you got a 10-pound note? It wasn't your fault, it was an accident. Uncountable nouns, on the other hand, are things that we can't count, so we can't say one rice, two rice, etc. Here is a list of examples of uncountable nouns. I eat rice every day. I like rice. There is sand in my shoes. Anne was listening to music. Have you got any money? We haven't got enough water. At this point, we will talk about what differentiates countable from uncountable nouns. Let's start with countable nouns first. Number 1. A countable noun can be singular or plural. Example: book, books, room, rooms, boy, boys. Number 2. You can use a or an with singular countable nouns. For example, I saw a man, I saw an accident. Number 3. You cannot use singular countable nouns alone, so it's incorrect to say I drove car or I saw boy. You have to say I drove a car and I saw a boy. Number 4. We can use many or few with the plural countable nouns. For example, I have many rooms. I have few rooms. When it comes to uncountable nouns, they have one form only. For example, rice, water, coffee. Number 2. You can't normally use a or an with uncountable nouns. So it is incorrect to say a sand, a rice, or a music. But you can say, for example, I want a drop of water, or I ate a bowl of rice, or I listened to a piece of music. Number 3. You can use singular uncountable nouns alone. There is blood on your shirt. I eat rice every day. Can you hear music? Number 4. We can use much or little with uncountable nouns. For example, I have much work to do, or I have little work to do. You have to bear in mind that many nouns can be used as countable or uncountable, usually with a difference in meaning. Compare the following examples. When you say, you can stay with us, there is a spare room. Here you are referring to a concrete and tangible room, a room in a house, for example. But when you say, you can't sit here, there isn't enough room, then here you are referring to the abstract concept of a space. The same thing goes for the following examples. There is a hair in your soup, and you've got very long hair. Nouns like coffee, tea, juice, that's to say drinks, are normally uncountable. For example, I don't drink coffee very often. I drink orange juice whenever I'm thirsty. but those nouns can be countable when you are thinking of a cup of coffee or a glass of orange juice, etc. As such, you can say in a restaurant, I want 2 coffees and a juice, please. In this example, it means that you want 2 cups of coffee and a glass of juice. There are some nouns that are usually uncountable in English but often countable in other languages. To mention a few: accommodation, behavior, damage, luck, permission, traffic, advice, bread, furniture, luggage, progress, weather, baggage, chaos, information, news, scenery, and work. Mind you that for the previously mentioned nouns, you can't use a or an indefinite articles with them, so it is incorrect to say a bread, a luck, etc. Add to that those nouns are not normally plural. You can't say breads, lucks, etc. For example, where are you going to put all your furniture? Not furnitures. A word of caution to be mentioned about the nouns news and travel. The word news is uncountable and not plural, and the word travel is a noun that means traveling in general, so you can't say a travel to mean a journey. That would be all for this lecture, and thank you for listening.